Okay, this is the Highland backpacking trail, and let's see. We're starting right here. We take the trail over to here, and then around to there, and then back to the parking lot. All right. Okay, let's get started. There's a bunch of people here at the parking lot, so we'll hike a little bit. Hey guys. Hey. Okay, there's a lot of people on this trail. Okay, so this is what the trail is like. There's still a lot of snow. I was surprised there'd be this much snow on it. But you can see, oh, there's a little squirrel. Yeah, it's still all snow covered. I mean, you can walk around it, so it's no big deal, but I'm surprised there's still much snow, this much snow in the bush. Okay, well, I better pay attention to my walking. Okay, so this is the Starling Lake lookout. You can see, actually, I'll come back here. You can see what it looks like. You can literally go right to the edge. And it goes way down there. This is just off the trail. And you get a pretty good view of this part of the park. Looks like a cottage down there, or some sort of cabin. Very nice. It's still pretty overcast, but the sun is peeking out a little bit, so kind of nice. So I think I'm going to have some lunch up here, and then I'm going to head to my campsite. Okay, we're here at our first campsite. It's on Algonquin Lake. It's the furthest one away. It's a little windy today, so you can see what it looks like. It's a nice flat spot. You got a little bit of sun, and over here I'm protected from the wind a bit. So there was a clothesline here already, so I hung a few things out just to see if I can get them to dry a bit. And I'm using my stick pick here. See how that works. Oops, got you in the sun there a bit. So, yeah, nice flat spot here. I can set up my tent, and it's a little bit out of the wind, so I got a bit of wind protection. But there's also a bit of sun here, which is kind of nice. It's a little warmer. Not much of a camping spot, but nice flat spot over there for just to put my food down and everything like that. So I'll switch this around and then you can just see, oh. No, let me just turn it off. Yeah, so this is a nice flat rock right over here. I think I've seen that on somebody else's YouTube video. And then pretty easy water access. Bit of wind blowing through here though. And then, like I said, not much of a campsite, but that's fine. I'll clean that up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to have a fire anyways tonight, so. And then, you know, set up my tent right over in this area right here. It's a little protected from the wind. And, oh. These trees look okay. A couple of them that are a little iffy looking, but so. And I'm going to go through a little bit of a gear review today too, just show you what's in my backpack and what I'm carrying. Get an idea of that, because a lot of people are interested in that when they watch these videos. I mean, the scenery is part of it, but they also want to see what other people are using for gear. So I'll do a little bit of that, and that's it. I'll do a little bit of reading, have some lunch right now, and then later on I'll make a warm meal. Okay, so we're back. So I've got my tent set up. There we go. Okay, so I've got my tent set up here. This is a Six Moon Design Skyscape Trekker. It's the one that's made out of sole nylon. They have another one that's made out of Cuban fiber, and I think they have another one that's I don't know, some sort of polyester or some other material that's a little heavier. This one weighs about 25 ounces. I seam sealed it myself, so that added a couple ounces. Whoa, it's windy out here. In here, just open this up. In here I have a Enlightened Equipment 30-degree quilt, and it's the Thermarest Neo Air X Lite large sleeping pad. I had the regular, but I found it was a little too narrow. I kept falling off it because this one's a little thicker. I would really feel myself sliding off the air mattress, and so I ended up exchanging it for the wider one. And tonight is my first night trying the wide one. So we'll see how that works. The sleeping bag weighs 19 ounces. The Thermarest large weighs 16 ounces. So, and then I do have, and then I have the Montbell puffy jacket. It weighs 8.4 ounces, I believe. And I also have a, I think it's a Sea to Summit pillow, like the air, the kind you blow up. So that's basically my sleeping setup. So I wear the, like tonight they're talking about it going down to about 1 or 0. So I'll be wearing the puffy jacket over a long sleeve shirt, and I wear my rain pants and wool socks. So I also have a beanie and gloves if necessary. But the Montbell has also got a hood, so I'll sometimes put that over my head, and it gets me pretty toasty. I've been in some pretty cool temperatures and haven't had any issues with being too cold at night. So, and then over here, this is the rest of the stuff that's in my bag. I have a Mountain Laurel design. I think it's the Exos 57 liter bag. It's rated for about 25 pounds. My base weight is around 14 pounds, and with food and water right now I'm about 21, 22. Food is about 5 pounds for a 3-day, 2-night trip, and then I carry a liter and a half of water with me, so that's another 2 pounds. So altogether 7 on top of 14, so 21 pounds total weight. In here you can see my, right there is my food bag. It's again Mountain Laurel design, and that's usually enough for about 5. Like there's enough room in there for about 5 days worth of food. And then the red bag is my. I have a Jetboil stove with fuel canister. I also have a titanium pot, and so with the Jetboil, I just basically boil water in that, and then pour that into a second container for hot meals, or if I'm having cold meals like breakfast, I'll sometimes have Carnation instant breakfast. I'll just pour the water right into the second titanium pot, and then I have my toiletries and a little ditty bag with just a bunch of tapes and repair kits and things like that. Some line to hang a clothesline if I need it and things like that. The blue container right there, that is my rain poncho. Let's have a look at that. That is Sea to Summit, the Ultra Still tarp poncho. So I can use that sometimes if I know it's going to rain. I'll put a tarp. I'll hang a tarp over my tent just to reduce the amount of rain exposure. And I can also hike in that. The black thing that's around the poncho is a belt, so that there's not so much material blowing around. I'll put a belt around myself, and it's acts as a pack cover and everything else. Even though with the Mountain Laurel design, that is a waterproof bag. Plus, I carry a pack liner just as double insurance in case any water does get in. And then I use you can see my filtering system here is the Sawyer Squeeze. I use the Sawyer full size, not the mini. It's got a little bit better flow, and then I just hang it, and then while I'm doing other stuff, it just drips, and then I have my water. I had a 2-liter bag, 64-ounce bag, but it broke. So I heard that there's problems with the Sawyer bags, that they break. I had been really good. My first few trips I had no trouble at all, and then last weekend when I was out, the bag broke on me. So I heard that the Evernew bags are supposed to be really good, last a long time. Guys are taking them on these long like PCT type hikes, and it's lasting for the whole hike, like 4 or 5 months of use. So I'll probably pick up a few of those bags so that I don't have to rely on these Sawyer bags. And then I just throw my iPad in the bag too. A couple novels on there. If I get to camp a little earlier and I can read, it gives me something to read. I also have maps downloaded on the iPad, so they can zoom in and I can take a look at a specific area. I have Jeff's maps. They're very good for here in Ontario. They have one for the Temagami area, one for the Killarney area, and one for the Algonquin area. They give you mileages on the trails, and also the amount of time it would take an average hiker to hike those distances, so you can get an idea of the terrain that you're hiking through, or the difficulty of the terrain you're hiking through. So, and then over here are my shoes. I have Keen trail runners, I guess. They're a little heavier duty, but I really like these shoes. They have a pretty wide toe box, so I've got about a size 11 foot, and these things just fit really nicely. And then I'm using the Dr. Scholl's, what are they called? The Active Series inserts and darn tough socks. I've also got a Columbia rain jacket, which I use as rain/wind jacket. I'm just going to zip this up so that we don't get half the forest in here. Jesus, I already have half the forest in here. Okay. Okay, so that's basically my hiking equipment. I have I hike with I'm not sure what the pants are here. I believe that they're Columbia pants too. I don't see a label, but they're the kind that you can zip off the legs, and I have a I don't know who the wind shirt's by either. I just got a long sleeve hiking shirt, and underneath I have a merino wool t-shirt. So I have a buff that I wear while I'm hiking if it's windy or cool, and at night I like to have my neck and throat area nice and warm. So if my cover comes off, the sleeping bag comes down a bit, that my neck area isn't chilled. So that's everything. I'm wearing the buff right now. This is the rain jacket that I have, but I use it more like a wind jacket or just part of a layering system. And if it's raining a little bit, I'll put this on and just hike in the rain. If it starts to rain a lot, I'll put my poncho on, because it does give a little extra protection to my pack, because I don't carry a pack cover. So it's a really nice afternoon. It's really cleared up. The sun is really nice and warm, but there's a really cool wind. So I don't know if we can see. Yeah, you get this way. You can see down the channel here. This is Broken Lake. So tomorrow I've got about, I think it's about 15 kilometers, so it won't be too bad a day. I've never been here before, so I have no idea what to expect. Anyways, that's it for now. I think I'll do a little bit of reading and go from there. So I just got to the turnoff between the first loop and the second loop. I'm heading up this way towards Harness. It's Harness Lake. And this way over here goes, continues around Provoking Lake and back to the trailhead. So there's a little map here, but it's not a very good map. Doesn't really show the trail, it just kind of shows where you are. But anyways, that's the way I came from, and that's the way I'm going. I'd hate to bushwhack through here because, man, this is just a dense, very short pine forest, but they've made a nice little trail through here. And the trail so far between Provoking and Harness Lakes is pretty nice. Some ups and downs, but generally speaking, a pretty nice trail to follow. So I guess I'll walk a little bit with you. Here, show you what it's like. I have to pay attention though. A lot of these little trees sort of broken halfway down, or it's a bit of an obstacle course. Oops. Okay. Just lost my hat. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. Okay, well, I have my first real river crossing here. I don't think I can jump from rock to rock here, so I have to get into the water. And I've pulled my pants up a bit and put on my my camp shoes. See if I can get across this thing. Anyways, wish me luck. Okay, I made it across Mosquito Creek, but I had to get wet feet, so I took my boots off, or my shoes off, and socks, and crossed it. First time I've had to do that. Okay, it's Saturday morning, and I'm just starting to pack up here. I've had breakfast. It rained a little bit overnight. There was a bit of condensation in the tent too, so I dried out my sleeping bag for a while, and that seemed to help. Oh, the sun's coming up. It's about 7 o'clock now. Yeah, 7:05, and I should be out of here in about half an hour. I just have to pack up, brush my teeth, and then I'll be heading out. I've got about 15 kilometers today, so I don't know how easy or hard that's going to be, but should be able to, get into camp in the afternoon sometime. And you can see my tent set up, and then over here is my dinner, my table. It's a rock. It's a cool morning, but the sun is shining and it looks like a clear day, so it might be a nice day for hiking. And so we'll just get going. I just thought I would check in quickly.
Everything worked out really nice last night. Wasn't cold. Like I said, it did rain a little bit, and my sleeping bag, just I think more from condensation, got a little wet. But it's a small tent, so it's easy to brush up against the walls and things like that. So the sleeping pad worked out great. The wider one was just a world of difference. It was so comfortable to sleep on, and it was wide enough that I wasn't falling off one side or the other. So that worked out good. So I will continue getting packed, and I'll check in later when I'm on the trail. All right. So it's about 11 o'clock. Just walking along here. A lot of these little blowdowns. It looks like Christmas trees all over the trail. It's the tops of these cedar trees. I guess the wind snaps them off, and they end up lying down here on the trail. And then occasionally you get like a real big honking tree that just gets blown down. Like the one coming up here. They're just a pain to get over. You either gotta crawl under them or crawl over them. And this one's a crawl over, I think. Yeah. There we go. And then this is what it looks like. It's kind of a rougher trail. Like I said, just a lot of deadfall and blowdowns, and so you have to be careful. The trekking poles really come in handy just to keep your balance and everything. So I am going to put the camera away and start hiking again. Okay, now I'm going down to another little river. And I have no service, so I don't know what the weather's going to be like tomorrow. I ran into a couple earlier in the day, and they said that they were predicting snow or ice pellets tomorrow, but maybe more towards the afternoon, like after 12. So that's about the time I'm planning to get back to the car, but I don't know what the trail is going to be like. It doesn't look too bad, but I'm going to be leaving. I figure around 7:30 again, and then we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But hopefully I can get back. I got about I think it's 11 kilometers or 12 kilometers, so it should be hopefully in about that 4-hour range, maybe 5, depending on the ups and downs in the trail. So I'm not sure how quickly I'll be able to get back to the car. If I start at 7:30, 12:30, something like that. 12 is around that 4 or 5 hour mark. And if I get better reception, I'll find out what the weather, what they're predicting. Hopefully it's not snowing in the morning. But I'm snug as a bug in a rug in here. It's very cozy. It's small, but it's cozy, and it's warm. I was warm last night. This sleeping pad is amazing. It's I definitely needed the wide one. The regular size was just too narrow. I was falling off the edges. This one is a lot more comfortable. So I'm going to do a little bit of reading now, and then I'll check in the morning.
And you can see I've changed already. It was kind of hail and ice pellets this morning when I left, but it's now 7:30 and the ice pellets have stopped, and I've been hiking for 15 minutes and I'm warm, so no gloves, no hat, no rain jacket. Anyways, this should be pretty comfortable, so I'll talk to you later. Okay, I don't know if I can see this real well, but this is a nice little waterfall between Head Lake and I'm not sure what, but it drains out of a Head Lake. And you can see it down there. It's kind of pretty. Okay, so the water's coming through here pretty good. This is just on the other side. And it's begun to rain again, so I might have to put on my rain jacket. I don't want to get my clothes too wet, so oh well. Okay, so here's another lookout that they mark on the map. Fortunately, it's still blocked by quite a few trees. But you can hear I'm huffing and puffing. It was about a 10-12 minute climb up to this point, and it was pretty steady going. So anyways, kind of a gray day, kind of half rain, half ice, pellets, snow. So it's better to be in the cover of the trees. So I'll talk to you later. Okay, I'm at Provoking Lake, heading back to the car, and this is just a little river that I'm crossing here. Kind of pretty. I came from up there, and I'm heading down here, and you can see raindrops on the lens. It's because it's raining. It went from ice pellets and snow to rain. So I've got an hour and a half, something like that, maybe 2 hours left, so I'm going to keep trucking. Okay, so that's the Highland backpacking trail. That's the trail right there. I did the full loop. First night at Provoking Lake, second night at Head Lake, and then back to the car. And it's raining. Did that in about 4 hours, so it was a good hike. Okay, thanks for watching the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And my next one will be a trip to Killarney Provincial Park in September. I'll be doing the La Cloche Trail. I don't know if that'll be a solo trip, or maybe I'll convince somebody to come along. Just one last thing, a shout out to I believe it's Derek and Joe. I ran into them about 3 times on the trail. They were doing the loop counterclockwise. I was going clockwise. They're just starting out, real nice guys, and I just wanted to give them a quick shout out, and hope they find this video and they enjoy it. So bye for now.